My moral compass is so straight, it's bent back on itself. So of course I got bound to be a mom to the villain system. First time I was dropped into a story, the system made me a stepmom. My mission, use love to redeem the world-destroying villain and heal his childhood trauma. Faced with the weak 8-year-old villain, I didn't hesitate. I sent him to meet his maker. Before I could even wipe the blood off my hands, the kind-hearted 8-year-old heroine ran up to accuse me, knowing she'd one day sacrifice her entire village to save some man. I sent her on her way to the afterlife too. Just as I was about to go after the so-called hero, the one who spouted righteousness while plaguing the common folk, the system shrieked and threw me into a romance novel. This time, you're the villain's birth mother. Let's see you lay a hand on him now. You cannot kill the villain, or you will be erased. The moment the system finished speaking, I kicked the villain's father straight into the ocean. If I can't kill the villain, I'll just kill his dad. As long as it saves people, I'm fine with dying. Arthur Vance was screaming for help in the ocean. The system was screaming in my head. Jocelyn, are you insane? Your mission is to redeem the villain. So what the hell are you doing throwing his father into the sea? I crossed my arms, my logic sound. I've done my research. The reason Ethan turns evil is because of a traumatic childhood. And his father is the source of all his misery. Once his dad is gone, all the problems solve themselves. Solves my ass, the system swore, losing its composure. If Arthur is gone, his mistress is still around, and she's pregnant. With her schemes, she'll get her hands on Arthur's entire estate, kick you and Ethan out, and then hire people to torture you both. It would be child's play for her. Oh, the mistress was that capable. Seeing the murderous glint in my eyes, the system let out a high-pitched screech. Jocelyn, don't you dare. This world has laws. If you kill someone, you'll go to prison. Ethan will be bullied even more severely, and he'll turn out even worse. My eyes widened. This world has laws. Why didn't you say so sooner? You're slowing me down. With that, I dove into the water, before the system could even praise my sudden enlightenment. It saw me pull a knife from my pocket and slash it across Arthur's arm twice. Blood instantly bloomed in the water, staining the surface crimson. It didn't take long for the scent to attract sharks. By the time the system rebooted, the sharks had picked Arthur clean, leaving only his head. The system went berserk. How could you kill again? Watch your mouth. I didn't kill anyone, I interrupted. Arthur asked me here to discuss our divorce. I refused, so he tried to push me into the ocean. He lost his footing and fell in himself. I tried to save him, but he accidentally bumped into the knife he was carrying in his pocket, and then the sharks came. I wasn't just telling this to the system, I told it to the police too. Except when I told the police, I was crying my eyes out. Officer, does this make me a murderer? Am I going to jail? Arthur was a classic social climber. He clawed his way out of poverty, married the original Jocelyn, a wealthy heiress, and then took over her family's company. He devoured their fortune, drove her parents to an early grave, and found himself a mistress. For this mistress, Arthur kicked his own wife and child out of their home. This drove the original Jocelyn into a deep depression, and she would take her frustrations out on Ethan. Arthur, egged on by his mistress, ignored Ethan's plight completely. The mistress then hired people to bully Ethan both in and out of school. Under this triple threat of pressure, Ethan's transformation into a villain was guaranteed. The system's goal for me was to be a good mother to him, to shower him with endless maternal love while he suffered. But in my opinion, nothing heals the soul quite like cold, hard cash. Arthur was a well-known entrepreneur, and his sordid affairs were common knowledge. The police were already sympathetic to my situation. After reviewing the security footage, they confirmed that Arthur had indeed fallen into the water during our argument. His death was officially ruled an accident. And so, with a freshly printed death certificate in hand, I went home. The moment I pushed open the door, I heard the sharp sound of a slap. You little bastard. How dare you talk back to me? I looked up. Arthur's mistress,